Rayla Clemens with it. She has speed in front of the net. Takes a shot. She scores! It's 1-1! On the breakaway, Rayla Clemens, just like that, ties it up. Syracuse gets it back. Holmes with it. Another wrister tipped in front, and it finds the back of the net. Syracuse on the power play ties it up, and it's who else? Sarah Thompson who scores. Another one off the side of the pad. Up top and a shoulder save, and then it finds the back of the net. It trickled over Allie Kelly, and Merrimack a 1-0 lead. Shot in, rebound, saved by Desmet. Another one in front of the net, and a poke check in. Puck is still loose, trying to find it, and it goes top shelf for Penn State. They score courtesy of Olivia Wallen. Both coaches said is the biggest improvement they want to have this season, adaptability. Left there, one-time shot and a goal for Riley Horlock. The freshman gets her first career goal. Over on the left wing side is Teslak, who is calling for this puck. Finally has it, one-timer, rebound in front, Joe Hall, and another save by Hogarth. What a save by the sophomore goaltender. This one's gonna get loose. Kelly's gonna watch it go by. It won't be an icing as it doesn't reach the red line. Another shot, and that's a huge save from Allie Kelly. Zanin from the right faceoff circle takes a shot, and it trickles through the 5-hole of Ariel Desmet. And now Kiara Zanin is the national leader in goals with 22. If Syracuse can get another stop, they do. Puck is loose and then cleared away. Another shot, another save, and blocked in front. Another one stopped by McTodd. Back to full strength. Syracuse trying to get it out of the zone. Can they? And they will not as Merrimack puts it back down low. Vermont is able to get it back. McCool with it. Back now on her stick, takes a shot, she scores! She's got 2 goals on the weekend. It started with McCool and then ended with McCool. Zott finds it in the slot, takes a shot, and she hits off the iron. Wide open net, and it hit iron. She has it again. Now in the neutral zone with Hallett. Hallett whiffs on the shot attempt to clear it away. Here goes Correa. Correa backhand shot, and she scores over the pad of Desmet. It's 3-0. It goes all the way back to Kelly. She saucers it all the way down to Sarah Thompson, and now there's an odd man rush. Todd goes over to McHale. McHale shoots, trying to go 5-hole, and a save by Hogarth. Merrimack has it in their own defensive zone. They're going to break out here. Chang with it, has speed. And a great play by Teslak, who intercepted it. And the shot, and the win. Merrimack finds the rebound, and the goal is scored. It's a 2-1 victory.
Coach, when you look at this matchup today, what is your team going to have to do to pull up the victory over Vermont?
Lauren, when you look at this game and so far, your team has had a couple of chances in the offensive zone. What does your team need to do in the second period to finish them?
Aaron, when you look at that goal, 3rd goal of the season, 1st goal for the Orange in the new year, how does it feel?
It feels great. You know, it's great to get the 1st goal under us and just keep moving forward.
When you look at this 3rd period, down by 2, what do you want to see out of your team? You're the captain. What's the message in the locker room going into the rest of the 2nd period and 3rd?
Coach Farrell, after that second intermission, came to me and said, our penalty kill was electric. It gave them a ton of momentum going into that rest of the period. The 5-on-5 play has been really good. They've been taking what's been given to them, and that's what she said they need to work on in the power play. Take what's given to you, find the back of the net, take more shots on goal, and you might pull out a victory here against the number 13 team in the land. Jeremy, back up to you.
Doug, she had one simple message. The team needs to bring more energy in the 2nd period. That involves being more consistent, and they need to get going offensively. The 2nd period, expect a different look from the Syracuse hockey team.
Off the ice, Elena Tansky, who got caught up in a collision. Let's go to our reporter, Matt Kibby. What's going on down there?
Yeah, Tansky was on the bench with a helmet off, getting checked out by the trainer. She's all good now. She got a smile on her face talking to the trainer. The medical staff came over and checked her out as well, so she's cleared to go. She'll be back on for her next shift. Heather Farrell got deferred to, the freshest face on the bench, and she said this team needs to be gritty in the 3rd, stay out of the box, and they need to make a statement here in this 3rd period if they want to pull off the W.
Coach Farrell in between periods, Johnny Trey said they got to keep pushing, but they can't be pushing too much on their chances. They've taken a lot of chances in that second period. They got to kind of reel it back a little bit, find those clean shots. Also mentioned on the power play, feels like it's ready to burst, and they're going to find the back of the net if they get an opportunity. Back up to you guys.
The last game of the 2022 calendar year here at Trinity Ice Pavilion between the Syracuse Orange and the Vermont Catamounts in Syracuse. Hello again, everybody. I'm Matt Kibby. This is Jeremy Striano. Last night, a really good game between these two teams, Jeremy.
Yeah, it was almost a picture-perfect game in terms of a defensive standpoint, but it was that top line for the Catamounts that saw a breakthrough late in the third to walk out of here with a 3-1 win.
Let's take a look at those highlights from last night here at Trinity. When you look at this game, Jeremy, it was early the Vermont Catamounts.
Yeah, Lara Beecher's going to find Evelyn Blaise-Savoy right in the slot past the blocker of Ariel Smet, gets them on the board early, 1-0.
And then it was Tatum White from Rayla Clemens in the second. Easy goal for Tatum White.
Yeah, but then Vermont's going to respond in the third here, that top line. Schaufsal's going to put a rebound here, and Corinne McCool, Johnny on the spot, puts the Catamounts up 2-1, and then Tinka Petkova puts the nail in the coffin there, and the Catamounts walk out of Trinity with a 3-1 win.
Syracuse is going to try and split this series, Jeremy. What are they going to need to do?
Well, for Syracuse, they're going to have to clean up the breakout play. You want to just clean things up on the back end, get into neutral, find those exits. You're going to want to find your wingers, and it starts with Rayla Clemens. Rayla Clemens has a pure speed ability. She's going to have to be finding the back of that net. She's going to have to find the back of the defense as well. And then when it comes to power plays, crash that net. Put a body in front, like a Sarah Thompson, a Tatum White, or a Lauren Bellefontaine.
On the other side, when you look at Vermont, what are they going to need to do?
Well, you're going to have to harness their speed, because there was one chance where Bellefontaine and Clemens were able to find the behind of the defense, but it starts with Sini Karjalainen, because she's a two-way player, and that's my other point. Turn defense into offense. Have her generate some chances and get some scoring chances for Vermont.
Well, we've heard from Jeremy. Let's head down to our ringside reporter, Jared Johnston, with more.
Syracuse football coming up in just a little bit, taking on North Carolina today, but here at Trinity Ice Pavilion, a 1-0 lead for Merrimack over Syracuse.
Very impressive start for Syracuse, but it's a story of 3 jumps. The early jump from Syracuse, which is all quick, something that they didn't show yesterday. Then they kind of let Merrimack get back into the contest when we saw the goal from Mary Edmonds, but now it's been all Syracuse. They're trying to find that response and find that tying goal, Matt.
Syracuse wins the faceoff. Remember, it was an offsides before the timeout, and they go into the offensive zone quickly on the attacking. You think you want an answer in the first period. Remember yesterday, they didn't score until the third.
Now you want to get an equalizer as early as possible. That's right, Matt.
There's Teslak with a shot from the blue line. It was blocked in front. Now Merrimack is going to take it away. Pettenby scored a goal yesterday, passes it over, trying to find the middle of the ice, not able to, as Sarah Thompson's going to find it. Thompson has nobody with her, so she just has to hang on to possession and puts it back behind the net.
Tough play, no trailer, just a safe play, rather, just skating into the corner.
Osterfield puts it in and goes for a change. Syracuse will get it back. Long pass up, tipped in by Mick Todd. Allows Sarah Thompson to go to the bench, and the forecheck to get on for the Orange. Taken away, Edmonds puts on a move and quickly poked away by Alexandria Weiss.
That's that leadership from Weiss that we talked about earlier in this period. Able to just put a stick on the puck and steer it away to the boards, out of danger.
Chang back over to Nens. Nens takes a wrister from the blue line. It stopped in front, hit off a couple of twigs. McTodd finds it, looking for some guidance from the bench, and then she finally lifts it into the offensive zone. Icing called off with the speed of Heidi Knoll.
Great play from Heidi Knoll. She had 2 goals in that post series this last weekend. It'll just clear off the icing call.
Stretch pass, and it was a long pass that Ferguson just couldn't catch up to, so icing on the Warriors.
I like that last play from Mick Todd. You want to use the boards as that extra player, right? You got 5 skaters, you have 1 goalie, but you have another player. It's the boards. If you have an opportunity, hit off the far boards, either to yourself, to an opponent. Mick Todd did a great job, just a little far ahead, but a great job from Heidi Knoll to clear off the icing.
One thing here at the Trinity Ice Pavilion, these boards are lively. If you can use them to your advantage, they're going to help you.
Very fast boards, and believe me, every arena is different, and Trinity has fast boards.
Fast ice, too.
Kind of like the Bell Center over in Montreal.
I always like the comparison to Joe Louis Arena.
Okay.
Those boards were something else.
You're a Michigan guy. I'll give you that one.
6:25 left to go in this first period of play. An early 1-0 lead for Merrimack. Syracuse trying to answer, but right now they're on their defensive heels with an upcoming penalty.
It looks like it's going to be a hold.
Looks like it's going to be a Merrimack power play.
Yeah, so the penalty will be on Charlotte Hallett. She's holding Emma Pfeffer in the corner, and then she gets tangled up, brought down, just an awkward landing. So even though she took the blunt of that scuffle, it would be Charlotte Hallett going to the box.
Getting checked on with the trainer. It looks like she is okay and skating off on her own power, but Merrimack is going to get a power play out of this.
A chance for Merrimack to get their first power play goal of the season. Unlucky against Clarkson, unlucky against St. Elsem, and unlucky yesterday against Syracuse.
Hallett went to the bench and didn't realize she had a penalty called on her.
Yeah, the ref saw it the whole way. The ref had the hand up, gave the signal to Hallett. So yeah, now she's realizing, yep.
Hallett is actually, the trainer is going to continue a further evaluation. That means she has to be off the bench, and another player will have to serve the penalty, and it looks like it's going to be Haley Ulias.
Haley Ulias, the standout of Syracuse rowing, playing her 5th year for Q Sice. Now, it's interesting when you have someone in the box, do you go for the line change right away? Do you look for a counterattack right out of the box? We'll see what they do here if they're able to kill off the penalty.
Mentioned earlier, Merrimack 0 for 3 yesterday on the power play. They are 0 for 18 this season. Cleared away, hits off the top of the glass and stays in play.
And another part, the glass is also another player too. But again, this Merrimack power play, it was impressive yesterday. I like their structure, the way they're able to utilize the points, but just no goals.
Down low into the slot, another quick shot from Lindenberg, but then cleared away by the Orange.
So far, so good for this Orange penalty kill. Able to just pick it up and clear the puck out of danger whenever you get a clear opportunity.
Ingles is going to be the one directing traffic. Long pass up to the blue line from one blue line. Reed gets in, leaves it. Now Ingles over to Chang. Chang, patience paying off here, and a shot goes over top of the net. Tedenby is staying on that backside, Jared.
Yeah, Tedenby is such an offensive weapon. She has one heck of a wrist shot that we saw against St. Elsem, and an awesome hand-eye coordination as well, as we saw yesterday.
Remember, she is also a transfer from the University of Maine, but originally from Sweden.
A lot of Swedish experience on this Merrimack side. It's also a way of scouting even in the NHL. You want to scout players that have already played professional compared to the North Americans who play junior hockey.
Taken away by the Orange, who have 30 seconds left to kill on the penalty. And Evans is going to settle it behind the goaltender for Merrimack. Edmonds dumps it in. Osterfield picks it up. Leaves it for Evans at the left point. Slides it over to the far side. Zott with it at the blue line. Goes down low. Syracuse trying to just poke it away. They do for a moment. Another shot, and this one hits off at Kelly, and she hangs on.